My favorite memory in high school, um, probably going to state in volleyball my sophomore year, or just any of like the dances.
My favorite high school memory would probably be fall homecoming and like getting ready with the girls in the locker room, and it was fun.
My favorite memory is probably when Max and I were leaving to go to choir. We were in the flex room, and I had a plastic fork, and I threw it at him just to mess around, and it stuck in the side of his neck.
Probably the phone incident. That was pretty funny. So, probably the phone incident.
Probably going to state volleyball my sophomore year.
I plan to attend Fort Hays State University and pursue a nursing degree.
I plan to go to Hutch Community College and get my associates in surgical technology.
I'm gonna go to NCK Tech in Hayes for plumbing, heating, and air.
What I'm planning to do after high school is to pursue a basketball scholarship and then major in either business administration or sports management.
I plan to study business at Fort Hays.
Probably just playing sports, that's all I ever do, or hang out with friends.
My favorite hobby is probably just hanging out with my friends and my family, spending time with them.
As of right now, I don't really have it yet, but I like to, well, for sure I like to lift weights, but I'm working on getting my motorcycle license, and I'll have that in March, and then I want to buy a motorcycle, so.
Probably just playing video games with friends and stuff.
Probably volleyball and track.
My favorite school subject, not math, I'd say probably English.
My favorite school subject is probably math.
I don't know if this counts, but I'll say weights for sure, or lunch.
My favorite school subject is probably math, because that'll be mostly what I'm doing after high school. So.
Math.
My extracurricular activities, I'm in a bunch of clubs. I'm in like NHS and NEHS and Stuco, and I'm a class officer in all the sports and cheer.
My extracurricular activities, I did volleyball, cheer, Stuco, NHS, and the English Society that we started this year.
I do football, basketball, and powerlifting as of this year.
My extracurricular activities, so I do basketball, football, track, and choir. So.
I do volleyball and track.
My favorite song, probably any song by Cody Johnson or Miranda Lambert.
Ooh, my favorite song, I don't know. Probably See You Tomorrow by Muscadine Bloodline.
I'd say probably Cheatgrass and Clover by Kellen Smith. It's my favorite one right now.
Favorite song right now would probably be Somewhere Only We Know by Keen.
Probably something by Morgan Wallen.
I don't really watch movies. I watch more shows. My favorite show is either Pretty Little Liars or Vampire Diaries.
My favorite movie I don't know. My favorite show is Grey's Anatomy.
Ooh, good question. I don't know. I don't really have one.
My favorite movie or show is definitely Star Wars, because there's a ton of stuff, so I just like Star Wars.
Right now my favorite show is Modern Family.
Candy. Right now, Starburst, but it always changes. Sometimes I like the sweet tart ropes.
My favorite candy's probably Twix.
I can just go with dark chocolate anytime.
Favorite candy is probably just straight up Hershey's chocolate. I don't know why, but I just like it.
Reese's.
Yes and no. Sometimes when I think about it too much, I get scared, but I'm not ready to leave all my friends.
Sometimes I'm ready to graduate, sometimes I'm not, but I'm kind of excited, so.
I'm excited to graduate, but I'm gonna be unexcited to move on and have a lot more responsibility.
Excited to graduate. Somewhat. Kind of excited to graduate, but I like being content in high school. So, I mean, there's pros and cons. So yeah.
Yeah.
My friends. I made a bunch of I've built a bunch of relationships with the underclassmen, and I'm gonna miss playing sports with all of them.
I think the thing I'll miss most about high school is just knowing everyone, being friends with everyone, and it's always like a close-knit community. So.
When I move on to college, I'm gonna miss being around people a lot and just seeing people that I know, because I'm gonna have to make a lot more friends and relationships. When instead I've had people here and I've known everyone for my whole life, so that'll be different.
What will I miss about high school is mostly just the lack of a ton of responsibilities and have to pay for things. You know, my parents pick up a lot for me, so that makes it easier. And then friends, obviously, I don't really like making new friends. I've had to do it before. Not the biggest fan of it in the world, so yeah.
Probably getting to hang out with friends